Semenyo, who's seen more of the ball now, Semenyo. Williams. A little too much loft on it, but Ghana are growing into this game now.
Yeah, Ghana are getting some joy from Semenyo coming off that left-hand side and coming into the number 10 role. And it's confusing the defense a little bit, and it opened up for Williams to have a strike. Got a corner earlier, another corner earlier.
These players warriors this week. Carlos Queiroz said he's proud to coach them, and it is in Ghana's DNA to fight. And tonight, clearly, they are going to have to scrap for everything. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half in Kansas City. Given away by Arias. Heavy touch, though, by Seydou. The player they call the boss, El Patron, Davison Sanchez. Huerta. And Munoz. Who was before tonight and is still Colombia's top scorer at this World Cup for his 2 goals against Uzbekistan and DR Congo. Strength there by Lerma. Munoz is an option. There's others options too, and another flash wide by Luis Suarez.
It might be the heat. It might be because it's the 4th game in the tournament. One thing Ghana is not doing as well as they did in the group stage is getting pressure to the ball. When they don't have the ball, they have bodies behind it, but they aren't getting a lot of pressure to stop the forward progress of the ball, stop crosses, stop that entry pass.
They are without Mohamed Salisu and Alexander Shiku, who would, under normal circumstances, probably be the 2 Ghanaian centre-halves at this World Cup, but both were ruled out because of injury, as was Mohamed Kudus as well.
Nice. We'll see how that goes.
Semenyo's flick doesn't find a teammate. Suarez can spin and has got a lot of room to venture into. It's Hitapoku, who sorted himself out in time. It's Sibo for Seydou, then for Williams. Who is the only Williams brother playing in this round of 32 at the World Cup, because his sibling Nico did not come off the bench for Spain in their win over Austria. Derek Becasson. Poku. Partey. Menza. To Ayew. Met by Munoz. Williams dancing his way past a couple, and then Sibou's ball wide to Seydou. Touched the head of Munoz, collected by Menza. Thought about delivering and instead is giving it to Semenyo. Munoz launched himself in the way of it. It's back with Semenyo again. And they're doing a really good job of crowding Ghana out there, but Partey. Sibo, but look at the energy from Luis Suarez, and then Rodriguez to Luis Diaz. He's running away from James Rodriguez and Luis Suarez here. Huerta, Munoz. Ghana have managed to get a few white shirts back behind the ball now.
Well, it's important that Ghana can just get this to 1-0 if they're lucky enough to get a goal off a set piece or a counter to get it 1-1. But as long as it stays 1-0, they can get in at halftime. They can rest. It is hot out there. You can tell these players look absolutely devoid of energy at this moment.
6 more minutes to the end of this first half.
And then with the way this tournament has gone, if you don't kill teams off, some crazy things can happen.
And Munoz joining in the Colombia attack. Goalkeeper thought about coming, he then retreated and he got his hands to it. It's a super stop from Ati Ziggy in the end to flick away the attempt from Mojica.
Super save.
He was almost behind the goal line, I think, when he reached it, but crucially his hands were at the very least on the line.
Just said moments ago, so important that they go in at halftime, at least only 1-0 down. Another good movement by Colombia. Brilliant cross in, bodies in the box. Great header, what a save. Really good save. You can only make this if your feet are set. He gets them set, pushes off, clears the ball out of danger.
Vastly experienced Lawrence Ati Ziggy's played at 3 AFCONs with Ghana, was at the World Cup in 2022 as well. That's how close he was to only his second ever Colombia goal, Johan Mojica.
And again, that's the left back in the box. Again, they're getting Munoz and Mojica so far forward.
Well, this time 6 years ago, Carlos Queiroz was in charge of Colombia. Different people have different views on his spell there. He was knocked out by Chile in the Copa America quarter-final, despite beating Argentina in the group stage. And though they started their World Cup qualifiers for the 2022 edition with some promise, Colombia under Queiroz, then the COVID pandemic arrived and Colombia performances really slipped. They suffered their heaviest ever home defeat to Uruguay. They were then thumped by Ecuador and Queiroz was dismissed.
Well, Queiroz is an excellent coach, a very good tactician, but he is a little bit more on the defensive side. That's not the Colombian nature. You go down and watch Colombian league football, you watch their national team, they want flair, they want passing, they want pace, they want power. And Carlos Queiroz is a little bit more practical.
Quickly in on that was Partey for Ghana. Ayew just lost his balance but got back to his feet before Lerma could stop the Ghana attack. It's going to ask too much to reach that one though, Ayew. He sees it out. Trying to lead from the front, isn't he, Jordan Ayew, as he has done for so many years for Ghana. Néstor Lorenzo will be craving another goal before half-time for Colombia. He is very aware that his team have perhaps lacked a ruthless edge at times in this World Cup. And chances they probably should have beaten Portugal. They could have beaten DR Congo by more. Something that could be exploited if Colombia go further in this tournament.
Yeah, they had loads of chances against Portugal. That was one of the better 0-0 games you could watch.
It was a real cracker, wasn't it?
Two good goalkeeping displays.
Sanchez Munoz running across the pass of Menza, who stood his ground. It was just a brief flicker, I think, where Munoz thought he was going to get in behind. Only done by Opoku, very long legs, but knows how to use them. Gets the free kick out of Luis Suarez, who didn't appreciate being pushed by one of the Ghanaian substitutes.
Oh, the substitutes have to be careful about that. Can't be grabbing a player from that's playing on the pitch from off the pitch. And Cordoba goes off, and Suarez is continuing the battle through the full 45 plus 6 of added time against Opoku.
Well, she might have hoped. It has had a tenacious feel about it, this round of 32 knockout game. This is Calabria in chief for Ghana. They've only got a matter of seconds to try and find an equaliser before half-time. Sibo, Semenyo. Semenyo. Trademark burst of pace, doesn't bring the rewards, and then Sibo is clattered into by Luis Suarez here.
Last 5 or 6 minutes, Suarez is putting his body around, his weight around. I wonder if he just didn't see him.
I'm not sure Sibo had any time to react to that. Might have been a little nudge by Opoku that sent him into Sibo.
That's exactly what happened. And then Suarez didn't see Sibo, and Sibo was on the floor.
But all is well, and deep in stoppage time, one last chance for Ghana before the break. And it really does have to happen quickly if it is going to happen. Semenyo bypassed Ayew. And that's the half-time whistle. And that early goal from John Arias separates the two. Arriving at the back post with impeccable timing to give Colombia the lead. His first ever competitive goal for his country. Ghana, who took a while to settle, have found their feet now, but they are going to have to find a little more if they are to be the ones progressing to the round of 16. Half-time in Kansas City. Colombia 1, Ghana 0.
If you're looking for the future of football, it's gonna be me. Capaz que no sabe quién soy todavía. Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
Aw, that's cute. I'm gonna be so big, I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future is already here. Next starts now.
For one night a year, single people can legally have sex.
This whole thing is nuts.
What about you and me?
Clock's ticking. Get out there.
I've been told I'm a 7.
By who? Your mom?
No, she thinks I'm a 10.
Oh my God.
We're running out of time.
What happened to your eye?
Allergies.
Is it?
One night only. In theaters August 7th.
No pushing. Yes, pulling. No whining. Yes, winning. No frills. Yes, savings.
Should be a very interesting match. Players are set to take the field. And Canada is fired up. Is there a touch? Penalty.
That is a massive decision.
It's back and more delicious than ever. A crispy chicken sandwich made with
bun chicken lettuce mayo bun, bun chicken lettuce mayo bun chicken lettuce mayo, bun chicken lettuce mayo.
Tim's crispy chicken sandwich, a new take on an old fave.
If football were a nation,
elle serait la plus grande du monde.
Si el fútbol fuera un idioma.
بتردد صداها في كل ركن من أركان الأرض.
Não importa onde estejas.
No matter who you are.
Si te apasiona el fútbol, perteneces
to the biggest team on the planet.
El fútbol une el mundo.
Football unites the world.
Colombia haven't won a knockout stage match since reaching the quarterfinals back in 2014, but they are one step closer to the round of 16 thanks to John Arias, who gives Colombia a 1-0 lead after
Skyblock level
45 minutes.
We go the Guardians.
It is your Coca-Cola halftime as we take a look at your first half stats. Colombia 11-1 when scoring first at the World Cup. Their only loss coming in their first ever match, the World Cup against Uruguay back in 1962. And Colombia also scoring with their first attempt on target. It was Arias' 7th goal for country and first in a competitive match. This is the scene here in Vancouver at Jackpot Plaza, celebrating after Colombia's goal in our last round of 32 match. And we say hello once again, Canada. Lindsay Hamilton alongside your Canadian internationals, Sam Adekubi, Terry Dunfield, and Toast St. Ricketts. All right, two teams, one final spot in the round of 16 up for grabs. And Toss, this was a bit of an odd start to our final round of 32 match. The first match in World Cup history in which both teams made a substitution before the 15th minute. For Colombia, they bring in Suarez. He has the assist and Arias' goal with their first attempt of the match.
Yeah, it wasn't the ideal start for either team, guys. 2 injuries right off the bat for each team, but it was Colombia that, benefited from it, and Suarez came in. Great ball by Muñez into Suarez here, and he turns nicely in the pocket there. And then you see John in the back post, and you just trail it in there. Arias with the goal, and he finishes it so nice. Calm, cool, collected, and just slots it in back post. But not the start that both teams wanted in terms of the injuries, but Colombia capitalized on it, Terry.
They do. It was a really nice team goal for me, and we saw signs of this against Portugal. Here we see Rodriguez just rolling out into some space, and I love this movement to destabilize. There's a run in behind, there's movement off the front, and this is a substitute. Suarez here rolls into space, and both center backs for Ghana, ideally they're in the frame of the goal. They're caught in no man's land, and you can see that 2v1. Really, really nicely worked goal for Colombia, and it could have been 2-0 Toss.
Yeah, you see Luis Diaz here on the back post, a little frustrated with that chance, and both fullbacks for Colombia getting forward here. Look at this, Mojica on the back, just misses wide. And here, this is fullback to fullback. This is Mojica here with the chance. Great save by the goalkeeper, but Colombia's all over them. Pre-tournament dark horses, Sam, they've looked like they're very comfortable and showed why they've been dominant to get to this group stages, but Ghana, Benzie?
And Ghana's not exactly generating a lot here either. Sam, we're seeing some dysfunction in the attack, and the frustration is palpable.
Yeah, they haven't been great. I mean,
Ghana are an athletic, physical team, and that hasn't translated into their defense or their offense this game. And you can see a little bit of the frustration. I mean, they're undecided with passing, they're crossing, making chances. It seems that players are not on the same wavelength, and it's really starting to frustrate the team. You can see Semenyo getting a little bit frustrated. He's come back offside, he's come back onside, he's trying to do attack. He's playing as a left winger. He's found himself now playing a little bit more central. Here you can see they go for the chance, and they're a little bit late. They win the corner, but they're really struggling to find some momentum and really create some chances, Terry.
Yeah, we're not seeing consistency. It's a little bit random right now. And Semenyo, who we're used to seeing in wide areas for Manchester City, often he's found in central positions. And here you'll see on the top of your screen, he's just a little bit frustrated. And I haven't really seen, I think this epitomizes Ghana's identity today. They kind of sat in this middle block in a 4-5-1. Their attack, they're not quite fully all in on transition. They're not all in on the build. It's been a frustrating half of football here, and Carlos Queiroz, one of the most experienced managers at this World Cup, has a really big halftime ahead of him.
Yeah, but they did have success when Semenyo started to come into the pocket there, trying to create things for his teammates. He's their guy. He's their star player. He's their talisman. He plays for Manchester City. You know, he produces for them, but he just hasn't got going in this tournament. But they're going to need him in the second half, guys, if they're going to get a result in this game.
Yeah, I think halftime's come at the perfect time for them. They could have found themselves two goals down, so they'll have a chance to regroup, figure it out, which buttons to turn, which buttons to push, and really just try and be more intensive with their attack. Try and create chances. Try and find a little bit more fluidity. But they do have work to do. Like you said, they haven't scored many goals in this group stage, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out. But they need to score if they want to get through.
For sure. I want to see their top players in their best positions. Simple as that. I think there's been too much freedom.
Yeah.
Colombia in the driver's seat, trying to make it to the round of 16 for just the 4th time in their World Cup history. And again, Switzerland waiting in the wings. That round of 16 game set for Tuesday right here in Vancouver. So we showed you the scenes in Jackpol Plaza, but there were celebrations all over the world. Here's the reaction to that 1-0 goal from John Arias in Medellin. Colombia in front 1-0 at the half, trying to book a spot in the round of 16.
What were you saying?
Is David's backyard ready for the FIFA World Cup? Maybe he'll build it, like Beckham.
Brilliant move here. David's going to the Home Depot for the assist. David can flip it like Rich. Paint it like Patricia. Deliver it like Dan.
My beehives. This is so relaxing.
Plant it like Patrick.
Or watch it all happen just like Josh.
Very happy to help.
We'd like a hot dog for every country where visa is accepted.
Okay.
Australia, Canada, Mexico, Argentina.
Oh, my God.
United States. Are these cooked? Is this cooked?
Yes.
Ivory Coast, South Africa.
No more dogs.
All righty. Thank you. Next vendor. No one is more accepted worldwide. Any tap-in is possible with the easiest way to pay.
No pushing. Yes, pulling. No whining. Yes, winning. No frills. Yes, savings.
One's at the ready. Swish and flick.
You're getting really good, he said, beaming around at them. Ron pulled out his own wand. The club flew suddenly out of the troll's hands. There was a blinding flash of red light.
Harry Potter, the full cast audio editions. Listen on Audible.
Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For a limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal.
All right. Right now on TSN.ca and the TSN app, we've got even more World Cup news, highlights, and reaction from across the tournament, including Argentina's surviving an absolute thriller against Cabo Verde in one of the matches of the tournament earlier today. Don't miss a moment of the action. Keep up to date with your favorite teams with TSN.ca and the TSN app. Well, it's been a fantastic Friday, and here's our schedule for Saturday on TSN, CTV, and Crave. What a way to kick off the round of 16. It is Canada and Morocco in Houston, 1 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll also have a 3-hour pregame show for you, and that is followed up by Kylian Mbappe in France taking on Paraguay, 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific. Meanwhile, Colombian fans are feeling good. A 1-0 lead over Ghana at the half, trying to book a spot in the round of 16 against Switzerland here in Vancouver. Your second half action coming up after the break.
Do you call it soccer or do you call it football?
Really?
You're right. Who gives a... It doesn't matter what you call it. 90 minutes is what matters. The odds matter. The next goal. The same game parlay. When you bet matters. Soccer or football? Move on. Because the beautiful game has a million shifting factors. Canada's premier betting destination for the world's game. Bet with Sports Interaction.
It's back and more delicious than ever. A crispy chicken sandwich made with
Bun chicken, lettuce, mayo, bun. Bun chicken, lettuce, mayo, bun. Bun chicken, lettuce, mayo. Bun chicken, lettuce, mayo.
Tim's crispy chicken sandwich. A new take on an old fave.
There's dreaming about it, and then there's experiencing it with Amex Platinum. The trip you imagined becomes unimaginably real. You're seated at the hottest table in town. And just like that, you've scored access to pre-sale tickets, and you're singing every word. For a life like no other, you need a card like no other. There's nothing like Amex.
No tripping. Yes, sipping. No fouls. Yes, foul. No frills. Yes, savings.
Shots on shots on shots on shots. Shots on shots on shots on shots. How much it costs, I don't know what's a lot. A lot, a lot. Everybody they know I'm the one champion. It's my time, put your lights on.
Oh, what a bad.
The final spot in the round of 16 is on the line. Colombia with a 1-0 lead over Ghana thanks to John Arias. Let's get you to Kansas City Stadium for your second half action. Chris Wise and Brad Friedel on the call.
Welcome back to Kansas City, and a Colombia change at halftime. You will note the figure there of James Rodriguez, who is sat down, the Colombian skipper, and will not be playing his part in the second half. So we are going to see Richard Rios, what will be Colombia's second change of the night, who is a playmaker of a midfielder himself. And not too long ago, a regular in Colombia's midfield as well, but I think the feeling was from Nestor Lorenzo that he needed a bit more grit in there, and Rios was sacrificed because of that. What do you make of that change, Brad Friedel?
Well, I can only think that James Rodriguez has a little bit of an injury, or he's feeling a little tight, or some stiffness. I don't think that it'll be a tactical change. I'd be surprised if I hear after the game that it was.
So Colombia begin the second half with the lead, but with a skipper departed in James Rodriguez, who has come off in every single one of Colombia's games so far at this World Cup, but all between the 57th and 75th minute, never at the 45-minute mark. Rios is on in his place, and Colombia, as it stands, are going through to the round of 16 to face Switzerland in Vancouver. Only ever won one knockout game at a World Cup, Colombia. That was against Uruguay in 2014 when James Rodriguez scored that goal. But it is time for a new hero now, and Ghana are certainly diving into the well themselves to see if they can pull out a hero. First free kick of the second half is a Ghana free kick. Ayu is deliberating and eventually going short for Vinci, and in it comes. Taken down by Williams. That wasn't the easiest to control either at knee height. Partey. Time for Mojica to clear upfield. So, Brad, what do Ghana need to do in this second half to force this game potentially to extra time, or maybe to stop it from going to extra time altogether?
Well, if you listen to what the coach said at halftime, that they're going to be a little bit cautious. They're not going to throw caution to the wind right at the beginning of the half. So I anticipate we see a lot more of the same for the first 15-20 minutes, as long as it stays 1-0. Then in the last 25-30 minutes, if they're still down by a goal to nil, then I foresee a couple of changes in the attacking positions come. I think they're going to come out of their defensive shape. I think they'll take one of the holding midfielders off, and I think we'll see them try to get that equalizer.
And they have scored in 9 of their last 11 World Cup games, Ghana, so it is very much within their powers. It's only Uruguay at the last World Cup and England at this one that have kept Ghana out. Munoz, who has a battery life to envy, and Ziggy knew that was going across without danger from the substitute Rios.
That's more of the same from Colombia. You see Munoz push far up the pitch to create the overload on the right-hand side. I think that's going to continue on both sides to cause Ghana problems.
Does have a bit of goal-scoring pedigree about him, Richard Rios. Benfica's club record signing of last summer. He scored 5 in his final 8 games of this season in Portugal. Ayu. Semenyo trying to burst between two. And Vargas was always going to claim that. But we saw bright moments for Antoine Semenyo towards the latter portions of that first half.
I'm sure Carlos Queiroz would have said at halftime, try to get the ball to Semenyo as much as possible. I really liked when he came inside. He started to get in on the ball much more than when he was just sitting on the touchline.
Yellow card for Calabirinci. This grab on Puerta.
I think the referee had seen enough of that in the first half, so the first time he could see someone pulling on a shirt, he was going to do just this.
Scored Ghana's first goal of this tournament, that late winner against Panama. Suarez goes off on his latest hunt. He's pulled Lucassen out there within the centre-back, and he was helped out by Mensah.
He's got some wheels, Luis Suarez. That looked like a ball that was going to drift out for a throw-in.
Lerma with the Colombia free kick, and indeed a man who has played in England's Premier League more times than any other Colombian in history. He plies his trade with Crystal Palace. So Sanchez, another player who has had Premier League experience during his time with Tottenham Hotspur. Once upon a time was their record signing as well. Forward goes Rios. Poku stepping out of that centre-back position, didn't have anywhere to go because of the presence of Richard Rios. Poku's done well there to get Ghana the goal kick. Still his goal that divides the two teams, John Arias.
And it looks the simplest of finishes, which it was, if you get it right. Tremendous crossing by Luis Suarez after coming on in the opening minutes.
Suarez on for the injured Cordoba, but Ghana lost Sanaya in the opening minutes of the game as well, the right back.
I think that change was a bigger factor than Cordoba and Luis Suarez.
Partey the ball carrier. Here is Sibo for Ghana. Left by Ayew because he knew that Irinchi was beyond him. This cross hits Lukumi. Poku, who was given his Ghana debut by Chris Hughton against the United States 3 years ago. Semenyo, quick change of direction. This is Menza. Sibo. Semenyo finds the gap beyond Colombia's defence and put the sort of ball in that he really required one of his teammates to be on the end of.
Oh, now it's like a replica of what we saw from Ghana in the first half. It's Colombia. They're sitting off the ball. They're not getting pressure to the ball. And it was Ghana with all the possession, and they're getting that man, Semenyo, on the ball much more the last 10-15 minutes of the first half. Now start the second half. You don't want to do that too often.
Just another bit of encouraging play from the Black Stars. Playing in a World Cup knockout game tonight, Ghana, for the first time since 2010, when they excelled to reach that quarter-final for the very first time in their history. The names of Muntari and Jan and Menza just flowed off the tongue at the time. All ended rather cruelly on penalties against Uruguay. Huerta trying to push it through, and the recovery challenge eventually from Lucassen, who looked like he'd been seen out of it by Suarez.
He's a menace, Luis Suarez. Look at, again, it looked like a lost cause, and he just kept fighting and fighting and battling, winning a corner.
Huerta bending it towards goal, pushed away by Ati Ziggy. It's a good job he was switched on, because Ghana was still recalibrating themselves there, ready for that Colombia corner.
Yep, ball went out, heads went down. Colombia was bright, played quick, produced another good save from the goalkeeper. Pretty comfortable save for any keeper in the World Cup, but he put it away out of danger.
Scored his only goal on his debut, actually, for Colombia, Gustavo Puerta, back in November against New Zealand. Here he is with the Colombia throw. Sibo occupying that near post area, and a wild lash at it from Davinson Sanchez. A couple of big saves now in this game for Lawrence Ati Ziggy in the Ghana goal. was Opoku who was offering it up to Luis Suarez, and now there's a problem. It's Puerta who tees it up for the second goal from Luis Diaz for Colombia. But while they celebrate, Luis Diaz has not realised yet that the flag is up and this is not going to count. And I'm not surprised he hasn't heard.
Well, just as Ghana was getting into the game, they felt comfortable in the ball. It's that man, Luis Suarez, who wreaks havoc, wins the ball back. Look at all the yellow shirts. I think he was just a step offside. See Rene Higuita, not a happy man.
Turned 60 this year, Rene Higuita. An extravagant sweeper keeper he was in his day.
I played against him. Shows my age now.
The scorpion kick in your locker?
No chance.
So the scoreline is still just 1-0 to Colombia. The damage could have been far worse for Ghana, and certainly for the centre half of Opoku, who was needlessly caught in possession by Luis Suarez. And Colombia race through again with Puerta for Diaz. And that time, Ati Ziggy was in the right position to save it. Ghana cut open a couple of times in the space of 2 minutes.
The game's opening up as we thought it would at a moment in time. Ghana has to try to score. But again, goalkeeper kept them in it. As long as it stays 1-0, Ghana has a chance.
It's a round of 32 game that is bubbling up nicely now. And of course, the last of them as well. We will be into round of 16 football as soon as tomorrow. Williams. Oh, what a lovely ball that was. Semenya is the one who's ended up on the floor. This still might happen for Ghana. Sibo couldn't reach it because of the alertness of Puerta. And Luis Suarez, who is running that Colombia front line brilliantly, gets the free kick.
And here is that break. To really good run forward by Puerta. And again, goalkeeper does really well. You see, he just stands his ground. He reacts. So many goalkeepers you see dive early or lean one way. Here is that offsides again. And I love Luis Diaz's positive runs. So quick.
Often head and shoulders above the rest, Luis Diaz, but on that occasion for the wrong reasons.
Touch wasteful in front of goal tonight, but 26 goals for his club.
Minor issue here for Kwesi Sibo. I don't know whether he is part of these planned Ghana changes, and they are not going to make changes shortly.
Well, that was a heavy challenge from behind.
Elisha Owusu and Abdul Fatawu are going to very shortly be marching onto the Kansas City Stadium surface here for Ghana. He moved his feet out the way. Rios caught them. Very quick feet himself, Richard Rios. He was actually spotted by Flamengo, his first club in Brazil, when he was 18, because he was playing in a futsal tournament for Colombia's under-20s. It's not your normal route to the World Cup, that one.
Oh my God. Oh no, my coin.
His free kick goes beyond. Munoz has got time to distribute it towards Arias. Arias has got Diaz ahead of him. Diaz has got some serious pace. And Lunchi emerging with the ball.
Better sleep is simple. Just track your activity, exercise regularly, exposure to nap fiber to your diet, drink caffeine.
It was Seydu who was
that was a great footwork.
Doing what he needed to do. Slowly getting into this game now.
That is necessary for early game mining to set you up for when you inevitably hit mid game mining. Either way, we'll get on to the video. To start off, you're going to want to get yourself to the Dwarven Mines, and to do this you are going to need a Mining 12, and then to give the guy in the Obsidian Sanctuary 15 of most random resources that are enchanted version in the Deep Caverns. I would highly recommend that you mine redstone in order to do this, because you unlock both accessory mag slots that's pretty quickly, and it will also just be very easy to get as you get to multiple or per drop. Then, once you get to the Dwarven Mines, you are going to want to unlock specific Heart of the Mountain perks and level up pretty quickly. You will start off by getting the mining speed, which is something you are going to want to unlock pretty quickly, as you're going to want to rush this. Mining Fortune, Picobulus, Efficient Miner, and Mole, as these perks are very important as you
I don't know what that means. What that mean though? I feel like we should. I don't know if this sword has any forge on it. Can we not forge stuff with it? No, we can't. What says is luck? Will that get rid of it? I don't know what any of that means. Epic. Well, heroic. What sounds better, heroic or epic? I don't know. It still has the luck 5, which is the most important. Low-key, I probably should have done that, to be honest, but it's okay. We need 15 enchanted redstone, which is a lot. But I'm gonna try to grind this with the luck. Try to get the chest plate and the helmet just so we have a little bit better odds of you know, mining stuff, but Roscoe, classic Roscoe. Yo, Retrobox 8, what is going on, my man? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining in on the stream. I am a Skyblock noob, so don't laugh too hard if I make a mistake or say anything that's wrong. Let's make sure I can still kill these guys with 2 hits. We'll kill these guys for a little bit, see if you have it. Oh, I can kill them in 1 with a crit, that's good. Kill these guys for a bit, see if I can get chestplate and helmet. And we'll go on back to mine and redstone. This 30% more doesn't seem to be working. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Where are all the zombies at? There's not a lot of zombies. Where are all the googlies at? I'm feeling the sweat on the back of my neck, but I don't see it on my arms yet. You get like a 50-50 chance of a crit. Solid. Thanks for what I'm seeing. This grant +2 mining fortune and mining speed. I don't know, I feel like it might just be better to focus on redstone. Yeah. I'm not saying it's not a hard drop to get, but still. Just saved that man's life. But I should probably not be wearing these headphones, I think it actually. Why is this guy jumping? Why is this one taking so long to climb? Why aren't you yellow like that guy? Why aren't you cool? Not going after me, right? Yeah, let me take these headphones off. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Why are they possibly angry with me? What the heck? Oh, that's so damn it. Oh. This guy wants how much stuff? He wants a lot. 15 redstone dust. Let's see if there's like any I don't feel like I'm even close to cobblestone 7. No. Oh, it's cobblestone, like. The compactor would be a nice thing to have, actually, so. I'll start getting some cobblestone too. I'm on there right in front of his face. Yeah, I was looking now that I rested him. We're all good. Pull here. I give that rest him, bro. Get on my way. Get on my way. You're level 4, I'm level 6, alright? You don't need this, I do. Bro, get on my way. Generally get out of my face. Let me make sure this is counting for cobblestone. We're at 744. Alright, it is. We're looking making good progress. We only need 6 more. There's only 12 more stacks, but if you think about it, really, it's not too bad. Yeah, they all after me. The whole lot. The whole lot of them are after me. I'm wanting so much cobblestone. I'm adding all the cobblestone. Oh my god. Punk rock. Do you want my things? I'm quitting the server. I think I'm gonna try to do this like naturally, like a natural playthrough. I do very much appreciate the offer though. Someone on the server may appreciate it a little bit more than I do too. Just because I don't really know like what stuff means, so. But I do very much appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for offering. Chocolate super egg. I found a chocolate super egg. Problem. Oh, have a nice experience. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm just hoping. I don't know. I have fun. It's hard to do that in this game apparently, but hopefully I do. I'm probably just gonna make a full video out of this. I just like to stream just so I have the footage as a backup. Oh, it tastes the kombucha. Yeah, I'm just wasting my time mining cobblestone, but compactor actually helps a lot, so I shouldn't say that. Gives you about... Instead of 64, can you do 964? So it kind of maximizes what you can get AFK overnight, times 9. Just for level 1 minion, so I guess a compactor is a good thing to have. I need to upgrade my mining level, I think, anyway, which is slightly insane, but... Mayor election 500. Uh-oh. Dante's mayor again? Up on the way. On a day like today. Diana. Is that girl Dante? Girl Dante. Why are you up here? You should not be up here. Alright, why are they mad at me, man? Just why? Cool. Plus 6 slots, that sounds like a lot. Okay, let's stop there, because I think we got enough. Okay, we have enough, so that's good. Let's go talk to that guy. Don't fall asleep. Alright, man, I got that for you. Oh, we did it. Heart of the Mountain Tier 1. Woo. I don't know what that means. What'd that mean, though? What'd that mean? Alright, so this is where things get... Alright, so we have officially made it to the heart of the mountain. Or, what is this called? I don't know what this is called, but we officially made it to something. It seems important. This seems pretty big, so... Access the heart of the mountain from the mining skill menu. Whoa, hold on. Mithril. Boo boo. The heart of the mountain from the mining skill. Oh, that's powerful upgrades. Yeah, I know I did. I don't know how to do that. Okay. Ooh. Whole thing. Well, might as well. What else can I do, you know? Mine these, you guys can't stop me. I'm gonna mine these too. Oh, I'm so slow. What's up, boo boo? That's true. 10,000? Yo, I don't got 10,000. Not on me, at least. Nope. Whoa. I can just buy one straight up? That's bloody diabolical, me. Old man Gary. Oh man. Bowman is moving, man. Okay, Bowman. I see you. Alright, let's go in a little bit. I don't know if we'll be able to even mine anything because we don't got that thingy, but Crystal Hollows. Oh, we need to be tier 4. Okay. Gemstone grinder. You need to grind it up. Oh man, who left clouds on? Who We'll have clouds on. Is this what we're mining? Ooh, Mithril. Oh, we're just so simply so slow. Alright, so we made it through here. That's good at least. I think this is what we need. Looks like it is. I've heard of Mithril before. Mining's so slow. Mithril minion. Everybody's for fun. Oh, it's a penalty. Penalty kick. Yeah, that's why I wanted to do that. Actually, no, I didn't get it yet. Okay,
start to progress through the game, and once you get to the crystal halls, you're going to want to unlock the Yogg armor, which is unlocked at Hearthstone Collection 5, along with the Flame Breaker. And the Mole perk will allow you to mine several things of Hearthstone really quickly, and multiple at a time, combined with your mining fortune, which will make this very easy, as well as with the Jungle Pickaxe with Flow State on it, which will allow you to instant mine it, as well as getting the Royal Mithril Cloak, which Royal is a reforge, which is pretty easy to get just from most active mining events, as well as just simply trying to do as many active events as you can in order to get that juicy Mithril powder. The first armor you're going to want to get after visiting the Dwarven Mines is the...
I don't know what any of this means. Alright, the ultimate.
Aldi doesn't pay for cart wranglers, and those savings go to you.
Yesterday was
This is
amazing.
my...
Rachel was determined to live her life on her terms.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Skyblock Guide. In this series, we're going to be progressing through Hypixel Skyblock on a brand new profile, and each video is going to be dedicated to an aspect of Skyblock that I want to go into an in-depth guide on. I've balanced it to be like, for example, forward right. Yeah. What you want to do is come over here to the foraging area because you want to get yourself a few sticks. So as I said before, you can also buy sticks, all the, I mean, it should be fine. Come in here, make yourself a gold shovel, and what you're gonna be wanting to do is go over to the enchanter and make yourself an efficiency, I believe, 2 or higher. I always do like efficiency 3 because I'm never sure if you need efficiency 2 or 3, but you're gonna be trying to instant mine sand. So if for some reason you know exactly the efficiency level required to instant mine sand, then that'd be very useful for this occasion. But I'd recommend you chuck efficiency 3. It's only like 15 levels of enchanting, and you can buy experience bottles here for very, very cheap. So come in here, just buy yourself a stack, maybe 2, and just try and get an efficiency level on your shovel. Do not worry, if you over enchant, you're not really wasting any experience anyway, because you actually want to get to, you know, enchanting level 10 later in the game for a few things, but we'll talk about that in an enchanting video, not in this one. So there you go, we now have efficiency on our shovel, and I'm going to show you how to make your way over to the farming area where you can start mining this way. Trust me, people have grinded this a lot, people have speedrun this a lot, and I think it's pretty much decided that the best way to do it is using this shovel, so I'd recommend that. Now as you can see, I'm level 6, which is more than enough. You only need level 5. You can walk through here and make your way to the gate. Now, once you've gone to the gate, you go to the farming island. This one has access to a bunch of farming items, don't worry, we'll go over this in the farming video. But for now, we're just going to be skipping through and going to the desert settlement. That is because the desert settlement has sand on the ground, which actually gives a bunch of mining experience when you mine it, because sand is a mining resource, but it mines instantaneously, which means for every coal that you could mine super slowly, you can then be over here mining up sand and getting your mining level even higher. So I'm just going to stay here, and I would recommend, honestly, thinking if you are here, maybe while you're here, just thinking about getting up to mining level 12, because you're going to need that in the future. But for the sake of progression of the video, I'm going to go to level 5, just so you guys can, you know, get a decent playthrough of the video. But if I was here and I was you, I'm going to be coming back in the future to hit level 12 anyway, so if you're here, you might as well grind it out. It doesn't take that long. Maybe, you know, chuck a Modcraft video on the background or something, you know, hashtag sponsored. But yeah, mine this up, quickly skip through, and we'll make our way back over to the gold mine if you can remember how to get there. Okay, so now that we're at the gold mine, what you're going to want to do is just walk straight ahead, straight through. You're just going to be skipping over this. As I said before, the gold mine is kind of a filler island. You know, all of this is really meant to just kind of introduce the player to the mining aspects of the game, but I'm going to be doing that in the video anyway, so you don't really have to worry about it. Don't worry, once we get through to the deep caverns, we'll be progressing a lot quicker, and I'll be able to explain how the mining skills work, where you can unlock all the mining collections, and a few other things to do with the deep caverns, and then maybe even the dwarven mines and commission. So yeah, I'm just going to mute up here, because I know you guys don't really want me to commentate over a progression of walking, and you guys can just follow this if you want to make your way. Content. I'm not gonna lie, it only really exists to introduce the player to the aspects of the game and also give access to a few resources early game that become way more accessible later on, so you don't even have to worry about them. Now, what I would recommend you do here is Reese is gonna require you to give him 15 enchanted ores and also be mining level 12. Now, what I would recommend you do, obviously, is come back over to the barn, back over to the desert settlement, and then just, you know, begin mining up more sand until you hit level 12. I think it takes about 10 minutes if you have no booster cookie, no god potion, and like no armor on. Like, I think this entire progress so far has taken me about 30 minutes of game time, so really, this is very, very early game content, and you guys shouldn't be struggling with it too much. I'm gonna show you though how to get the 15 from the Diamond Sanctuary, which is in the deep caverns, and then make your way over here and get some obsidian. Now, what this is going to allow you to do is make yourself an enchanting table if all you do is walk over to the enchanting merchant. Now, the reason for this is some enchants require a certain amount of bookshelf levels to unlock. Now, luckily, bookshelves are really easy. I actually don't really know, like, once again, this is one of those things where it's like, it's super easy to get through to the deep caverns and the dwarven mines, so the gold mine is kind of useless. But this librarian is also kind of useless because getting an enchant table is really easy. It just makes it like slightly inconvenient because you have to make one on your own island. But I mean, I guess it's just an aspect of the game that once again is only really here to introduce like components to you rather than actually be a gameplay aspect. So what I would recommend you do, as I did, is buy, you know, a book so that you can easily make. I mean, you can obviously craft a book yourself, but that's a lot harder and will be something I'd probably go over in a farming guide because it requires, you know, leather and paper. But then come here, buy yourself all the enchant bottles you can because you're gonna need them, and they're the easiest way to get enchant XP early game. Now, once you unlock the bazaar, which I obviously haven't done yet, I'm gonna assume that maybe you haven't, because obviously it would be easy if you have, but might as well assume for the harder aspects of the game. Once you come in here, buy some bookshelves. Once you have the bazaar unlocked, you can buy experience from the bazaar, which is honestly pretty cheap for the amount you get. So yeah, recommend you come over here and go back to your island, place down the enchanting table, and then place the bookshelves in this format, which will allow you to get the maximum bookshelf power. Apologies. So yeah, coming in here, there's actually no pattern really. You just want to spam them around. I probably put down too many bookshelves, but obviously it's better to have more than too little. Now this will allow you to have access to the fortune enchant, which you don't usually get with less bookshelves. And this is important because if you're trying to grind up 15 enchanted ores, then too, but the difference is really not that significant. So yeah, you just want to chuck yourself a cheeky little fortune 2 or 3 on here, and then go down to the redstone area in the deep mines and in the deep caverns, and then just mine until you get 15. The thing I want to go over is what all of the skill stats do. The first one is breaking power, which allows you to break stronger blocks. For example, I believe, like, you know, diamond is, I don't know, 3, say diamond is 3, obsidian is 4, mithril is also 4, gemstones are 6. Like, each block in the game will have a certain breaking power. This allows, you know, like for example in vanilla Minecraft, how you can't mine stone spreaders, I guess, area. So hopefully this can, you know, teach you guys and help you on just like unlocking the, you know, dwarven mines and all that kind of thing. Now the first thing you want to do is do / heart of the mountain, and it will unlock the heart of the mountain tree. Now, there are 3 things you really have to keep in mind here. Tokens of the mountain, which unlock with every tier, Heart of the Mountain XP, which unlocks new tiers, and Mithril Powder, which is used to level up abilities. Now, the tokens will, the levels will allow you to get more tokens, and then you can unlock more abilities, and you can level up those abilities using powder. Don't worry, it might be a little bit confusing, but I can explain it pretty quickly. Now, the first thing you want to do is come over here, or, well, just the first thing you want to do is have 10,000 coins, because you want to buy yourself a mithril pickaxe. This pickaxe, as I explained before, if you guys remember, will have a higher breaking power, which will allow you to mine all of the items in this area, which is good, because you need to do that for the game. So as you see, only 10,000 coins. If you have 50,000, then I'd probably recommend, because the difference of 40,000 is not that much. Come back to your island, chuck whatever enchants you can get on here. I only have enough experience right now to get efficiency, but I mean, if you want to chuck fortune and, you know, all that other stuff on there, that's pretty good. So yeah, I now have this, which has slightly more mining speed than my diamond pickaxe. I can't afford to put anything else on there, unfortunately. But we'll make our way back into the dwarven mines using a trick I'm going to show you, which is, if you guys don't know this, you can do /visit PRTL. This is an area, a guy called Portal Hub, who has a teleporter, like a portal to every single island. So if you have it unlocked, you can visit his island, and instead of running all the way back to the dwarven mines, you can just go through the portal and get here automatically. So it's pretty cool. You do need to have visited the island one time already to be able to use it, but I mean, that's pretty easy. So yeah, once you've done that, what you want to do is come over here and follow his island, and instead of running all the way back to the dwarven mines, you can just go through the portal and get here automatically. So it's pretty cool. You do need to have visited the island one time already to be able to use it, but but we'll make our way back into the dwarven mines using a trick I'm going to show you, which is, if you guys don't know this, you can do /visit PRTL. This is
Time view. I know it's time view. Oh, I got my base. I don't need to do this yet.
is an air mining speed. The difference of 40,000 is not that much. Come back to your island, chuck whatever enchants you can get on here. I only have enough experience right now to get efficiency, but I mean, if you want to chuck fortune and all that other stuff on there, that's pretty good. So yeah, I now have this, which has slightly more mining speed than my diamond pickaxe. I can't afford to put anything else on there, unfortunately. But we'll make our way back into the Dwarven Mines using a trick I'm going to show you, which is, if you guys don't know this, you can do /visit PRTL. This is an area, a guy called Portal Hub, who has a teleporter, like a portal to every single island. So if you have it unlocked, you can visit his island, and instead of running all the way back to the Dwarven Mines, you can just go through the portal and get here automatically. So it's pretty cool. You do need to have visited the island one time already to be able to use it, but I mean, that's pretty easy. So yeah, once you've done that, what you want to do is come over here and follow your way over to the King. The King is a person who gives you commissions, and commissions are how you mainly get Heart of the Mountain experience to level up your Heart of the Mountain level, which is probably your main priority. It's also a very, very good way to get powder early game, especially before you unlock the Crystal Hollows. So really, you just want to be spamming commissions. Every single day, you get a bonus of 1,000 additional Heart of the Mountain for the first, I believe, 3 commissions you do. So I would recommend that even if you don't have a lot of time to play, this is one of those things, and there's a lot of these in the game, where you do need to have visited the island one. You can do Heart of the Mountain above.
1 KFC Supergirl Ultimate Meal.
Instructions say leave on ledge?
1 KFC Supergirl Ultimate
So there's mining mine. Difference is allow you to get the super easy to. It can be a little bit overwhelming to some people because over to the enchanting merchant. Now the reason for this is some enchants require a certain amount of bookshelf.
Oh no, I was there. Oh, that's a blemish. Was I? I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just a baby. Columbia. Alright. We're locked now. We are locked. Black hole sun. Won't you come? Won't you come? 45, are you bloody serious? Oh, this is just the hub, man, just the hub. I feel like 3,000, I don't know how expensive this would be. Whatever that means. That's fine. Dwarven Mines. Wind has changed direction. How fast is this man? Wow. So where's the king? Who's the king?
And then you get efficiency, but Hub, who has a teleport and there's a lot of these in the game, but you want to come on and just do like 3 of them and follow your way over to the king. The king is a person who gives you commissions, and commissions are how you mainly get.
Who's the king? I'm the king. It's okay. Yep, I did. Cool. Let's do my 50th mithril ore. Easy. Do money event. I don't do that, but figure it out. Is there anything more?
We have completed our first commission. We're going to make our way over to the king. Now, you will get additional mining speed, which is pretty nice. Or as you saw there was a raffle ticket box. There are like raffles that appear around the place. You run around, pick up little tickets, and put them in the box. It's pretty easy. But what I'm going to be doing here is just going out and probably doing a little bit of mining. I'm actually going to get the event completion in 30 seconds, but we're going to spend 30 seconds explaining what mithril is, because it's not even at all, so you wouldn't really understand how it works. But pretty much any prismarine or the like dark gray wool that you see around the place, that is going to be mithril. The way the mithril works is it spawns in veins, and the further you're into the vein, the harder it is to mine the block, but the more like ores you get from it. Now the reason this is important is because later on there is like a soft cap on how quickly you can mine. So right now I definitely recommend you just mine the like light blue, because you know it's easier, but as you get better, and also because the commission only requires mining mithril blocks, so you want to mine the ones that mine the fastest. But yeah, as you can see, we have completed our first commission. We're gonna make our way over to the king. Now this is the reason why I recommended movement abilities, because it's low-key a little bit of a long walk if you don't have anything, but I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure you can get like a rogue sword, or even an aspect at the end should not be that expensive if you buy one from the auction house. And if you're playing on an Iron Man profile, then maybe a grappling hook would be a good play. Definitely recommend that. So yeah, now just make your way over here, and you're going to be doing your first commission, which is going to give you a few things, and is going to be a nice introduction. So pretty simple. Just want to walk over here and accept the commission. Is going to give you a new one immediately, but it's going to give you a bunch of rewards, including some powder, some mining XP, and some Heart of the Mountain XP. Do / Heart of the Mountain. As you can see, there's commission milestones, but we'll touch on that like way later because they take a while to finish. As you can see, we're making our way to level 2. Right now, we only have the mining speed unlocked, so we'll just spam that with the mithril powder we got. But yeah, that's pretty cool, and that's pretty much it. So welcome to the Dwarven Mines. You want to do commissions, and it'll, next level, or next video where we touch on mining, we'll be going into the Crystal Hollows, doing some nucleus runs and talking about that kind of thing. But this is episode 1. I hope you guys have enjoyed Noob to Hyperion, or the mining guide, or the Skyblock guide. I'm not really sure what I'm going to title this series. Either Noob to Hyperion or the Skyblock guide. Maybe I'll do both of them. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you appreciate the series and you want to see more, then make sure to comment down below and like and all that good stuff. And yeah, be on the lookout for more guide videos and that kind of thing, because I'll be trying to make them more frequently. And don't forget to use code Modcraft on the Hypixel store. And on the screen right now is going to be mining to Hyperion, where I show you how to go from nothing to a Hyperion, the best item in the game, using only mining. So if you want a more like money-based or just a longer mining guide, I'd recommend you check that video out. And yeah, see you guys next time.
Oh man, oh this is the spot. Getting bored of mining though. I've been live for an hour and a half. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yo, I did not realize I've been live for an hour and a half. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing, you know, I've been just mining. I've just been casually playing. You know, I haven't really been checking my phone or anything. I've just been listening to music. I did not realize I've been playing for an hour and a half today. That is insane. That's not a good thing. That's I mean, I guess it means I'm having a good time. But it's a little scary that I played for an hour and a half, and I did not think. I thought I would play for like an hour most, but an hour and a half? We might be cooked. We might be cooked. Is this mithril ore? Is this fine to mine? Is it considered mithril ore? Go back. Oh, are you bloody serious? Titanium ore. I don't know what titanium.
Try the new large Webberoni pizza at Little Caesars with a web of shredded pepperoni and toasted 2-cheese blend.
Hello everybody and welcome back.
I'm so excited
for this setup. You are going to need at least a mithril pickaxe. But I do recommend you use a Nimbus 2000 because its increased mining speed really helps. For the armor, you should use Goblin or Glacier.
Dude, I don't know what a Nimbus. It's telling me I should get a Nimbus 3000. What the hell is a Nimbus 3000, man? How am I supposed to know what that is?
I do think Mithril Golem is a bit better in this case, but Silverfish is also good. For the Heart of the Mountain upgrades, you're going to want to spend most of your upgrades on Titanium Insanium and mining speed for the most efficiency. Now, when you are actually mining the titanium, it will not take that long if you use a Nimbus. should mine around the edges of the veins and already want titanium. If you mine around the edges, it mines faster than
Oh, we got Hypixel Skyblock level 7. This one is big because we can get access to the bazaar now, which I think is pretty good. So I'm happy about that. That's some good progress. We got a bunch of cakes to give people too, which is good. We got that. Cake souls when eating century cakes. Are these century cakes? Maybe, I don't know. Pet skins change the look of the pet. Sure, man. Where's it? Alright, here we go. Are you serious? That is a blimey scam. Blimey scam. How do you get legendary pets? Can I just craft a bunch of pets and get a legendary one?
Going to need at least a mithril pickaxe.
Oh my god, dude.
But I do recommend you use a Nimbus 2000 because its increased mining speed really helps. For the armor, you should use Goblin or Glaciite. Either one is really good. And pet, you should use Mithril Golem or Silverfish. I do think Mithril Golem is a bit better in this case, but Silverfish is also good. For the Heart of the Mountain upgrades, you are going to want to spend most of your upgrades on Titanium Insanium and mining speed for the most efficiency. Now, when you are actually mining the titanium, it will not take that long. If you use a Nimbus, go quite fast. You should mine around the edges of the veins and already want titanium. If you mine around the edges, it mines faster than actually mining in the middle.
Oh my god, how requirements for Pico Nimbus 3000 Skyblock. Heart of the Mountain 4. How am I supposed to get Heart of the Mountain 4, you idiot? Ugh. What the heck is the... Dude, I don't know what a Pico Nimbus 2000 is, but it's saying I need it. It's saying I need it. Oh my god. Messy, 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 messy. Oh, come on. Oh. Can you do it with this low of a chance? I should probably speak to him to see if I can get a different quest, do it while I work on this one. I just already mined this guy 50 mithril ore, now wants me to mine even more mithril ore. Like, come on, man. I'm close to cobblestone. I'm close to cobblestone. I'll probably do at least, if I don't get the titanium and this mithril ore, then I'll probably just call it quits, because I do kind of want to stop soon. Me. He was fast. Wait. Oh, yes. Oh, this is great. This is great. Thank you so much. I love that guy. Let me turn clouds off. See what I got. 4 diamond. I got this. Token of the century. Ah. So it's useless. Let's see. I don't think I got anything good, but I got raffle tickets. And 10,000 coins. This, whatever that is. Who the hell is that guy? Oh, watch out, there's a golden goblin. What? He's a friend? Doesn't look like a friend. Um, 0.5% chance? Man, that is effed up. Oh, that's actually good. Oh wait, I low-key have that. That's low-key late. I can do that right now, actually. So we can get a legendary silverfish. Hold on. Wait, this is actually fire. Yes! Titanium! We finally got titanium. Got 4 titanium for that. That's awesome. Wait, no, we gotta keep mining with this. This buff. So 0.5, that means it's roughly to happen on every 200 origin line. It's rough. I'm done mining with you, bro. I'm sick of it. I'll do this last batch up here and I'm good. Good, bro. Oh, but I know I shouldn't stop. I'm just so close. I'm Sisyphus, bro. Burnt cost fallacy. No, it's sunken cost fallacy, fallacy, whatever you want to say. I got a ton of money though. Like maybe I did. I just didn't realize it. Oh man, this is just not worth it. We're so far away from Mythic 3, I'm calling it quits now. We did it. That's good. That's what I wanted to do. What do we gotta do for this? Oh, that's kind of a lot, actually. I don't know if I'm gonna have all that after I make my silverfish. legendary, but I think it'll be worth it. It is hot. It is hot. Got level 1. Skyblock level 8. We are making good progress. And my brain has never been more destroyed. Alright, we also got Heart of the Mountain too, so that's good. Should we get any of these? Okay. Okay. 9,000, jeez Louise. I need to do this one anyway. I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means. So this is like Fortnite. This is the Fortnite. This is Fortnite. Alright, I'm done. I'm going back to lobby. We're going back to lobby. Got a ton of mithril. Ton of bloody cobblestone. Yeah, I'm not going to, but it's okay, little dude. Just keep making potatoes. You're probably up there too. I gotta have 88 cobblestone somewhere. That's what I thought. I don't have enough cobblestone though, probably. We'll see. Got my cobblestone with me. So do I gotta speak of someone specifically? I think I do. It takes 1 minute 45 seconds. So pets. Where is he? I don't see it. No, I don't want to do that. How do I turn enchanted item into regular? Are you serious? I can't? I just did all that bloody work for nothing. Oh, I want cobblestone. Why would you? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know if I can. Damn, I got a lot of coins. Holy moly, I'm rich. Alright, so I guess I can't use the enchanted cobblestone for like the craft, you know? So I guess I could craft a... Wait. And then I guess we give it to this guy. That one already has one. Alright, we're about 4 hours in. I'm so fried. Our Skyblock's level 8, so that's pretty good. Combat X, Farming X, Fishing, whatever that is. Pretty close to the next one. Mining XVI. I think that was like 16. Foraging is okay, Enchanting meh. I don't think I've started these two. But I feel like we're doing good. I don't really know. I don't really know what good is, but brain is mush. I'm gonna go to bed. It's so hot where I am, but we're doing okay so far, I think. All right, yeah, I'm definitely